Welcome to Dishing on Dairy with Donna Berry, and that is me. I'm a degreed food scientist who has been writing for the dairy industry for more than 30 years on product innovation. So today, let's go ahead and talk about the 7 themes that are fueling ice cream innovation in 2023. But before I begin, I'd like to give a big shout out thank you to the sponsor of this presentation, as well as the accompanying blog, to Double H Plastic. These guys are responsible for putting so much delicious ice cream into containers and helping it go from manufacturing to retail to consumers. So if you're interested in some new packaging, reach out to Double H. But let's go ahead and begin the 7 themes fueling ice cream innovation this year. Number 1 is delivering an experience. After the past couple years with the pandemic, consumers are all in for something more, something exciting. It's not that ice cream wasn't always an experience or didn't have a lot of different textures, but now it's being emphasized and called out. You can see soft serve, the different layers of ice cream, exploding boba in your mouth. Yeah, mochi has been a product that's been around or become more mainstream probably in like the last 10 years. And part of the attraction is the fact that it is a dual textured product, and that is an experience for consumers. This product on the bottom, nice, is a bun that has a scoop of ice cream in the middle, and you bake it, and it doesn't melt. And again, a different experience. This cup on top is chicken and waffles, and the inclusion is actually fried chicken skins. And then Van Leeuwen, oh my gosh, well, they deliver an experience so often. It all started pretty much when they teamed up with Kraft Mac and Cheese and came out with a mac and cheese flavored ice cream a couple years ago, and they haven't stopped there. I'll be talking about them a little more. Number 2, create an urgency to purchase. And how do you do that? That's with limited time offerings. Aldi, private label Aldi manufacturer, they do a really good job of coming out with seasonal products. This ice cream flight is a product that they had last Christmas. And Jenny's, McConnell's, both of them are very good with bringing out hot, trendy flavors or something that just kind of makes you roll your eyes sometimes and makes you want to buy it because you're not sure it's going to be at the grocery store the next time you shop. And then this Hidden Valley Ranch product, I mentioned that Van Leeuwen does a lot of edgy products, and this is another example of that. It's a limited edition. You're not sure if you're going to like it or if you're not going to like it, but you also know you want to try it. So again, creating that urgency to purchase. A little bit more of that is this 900 ice cream company that pretty much like every other week creates 6 new flavors. The team does. They are very able to pivot, very agile to create these new flavors, working with their packaging supplier to move it around quickly. And some of the flavors are just extremely bizarre, and they're produced in limited quantities. So again, creating an urgency to purchase. Number 3 is the promise of indulgence. It's not ice cream is meant to be indulgent. It hasn't always been. There's, the better for you healthy products, but we're kind of not in that phase right now. One of the things that keto labeled products does is it still promises you that it's going to be rich and creamy, because keto is all about higher fat and no sugar. Protein kind of on the table there, but people are avoiding sugar, but they don't want to avoid indulgence, and keto almost is that label that promises that you'll get that. Perry's has just rolled out a line of some of their most popular ice cream flavors in what they call an extra indulgent formula with extra milk fat in it, so it's super premium and more dense. And then of course this Godiva product here, I mean, that just screams indulgence. You can't put the Godiva brand on something and not promise indulgence. Number 4 is offering a relationship. This is often accomplished through co-branding, and it can be with nationally known or globally known characters such as Mickey Mouse for Mickey's 100th anniversary, but it could also be more on a local basis, such as HEB has this Astros ice cream product. So it provides consumers the ability to, when they're consuming the product, they almost feel like they have a relationship with whatever it is that is branded. Jenny's had come out with the Ted Lasso biscuits with the boss, and the Ted Lasso friends, all fans, all had to have it. So again, offering a relationship in your co-branding efforts. Number 5 is explore the world. Right now the world is definitely reopened. Airports are a little bit insane, but there's still those folks who don't want to go places, and there's also folks who just want now more of that back at home. So, exploring the flavors of all around the world. Even the colors, like ube has really, which is a purple squash, has become a very trendy flavor right now in ice cream, and expect to see more of that. So exploring the world and calling it out to consumers. They want to know that they're going on this journey. They want to know it's authentic flavors and recipes that they're experiencing. Again, a lot of these trends kind of all go together. Again, it's experience, it's exploring the world. Provide permission for all day enjoyment. We definitely have lost those lines that separate breakfast, lunch, and dinner with all those multiple snacks throughout the day. And so this is a little bit where better for you ice cream comes into play. It also, the flavors and the formulations, such as this My Mochi product here. Again, you got the experience, you got the explore the world, but you have it in cereal and milk flavor or smoothie flavor. I'd really like to see frozen bowls and parfaits of like frozen yogurt with granola and whole fruits. That is what Halo Top is doing with these pops, but I'd like to see that in bowl format. I think there's a lot of opportunity for, again, these types of products providing permission for all-day enjoyment. And then number 7, embracing the non-dairy options. There's research that shows that non-dairy is not necessarily displacing or cannibalizing dairy. It's just another option right now for consumers. We kind of went on this roller coaster ride with a lot of entries into the category, and now they're being pulled back. They're not going away, but I've always said that the best players in the non-dairy world will be dairy processors because they know how to do it right. And you can see here Van Leeuwen's in this category, Breyers, and then Ben & Jerry's on the bottom. They introduced a new flavor of ice cream, and they didn't want to leave anybody out. So there's a dairy formulation and a non-dairy formulation. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you've enjoyed this Dishing on Dairy with Donna Berry. I highly encourage you to subscribe to my free newsletter called dailydoseofdairy.com. It will allow you to keep aware of and be in the know of all the new products in the dairy space that are rolling out, as well as stay on top of trends. And once again, thank you very much, Double H Plastics, for sponsoring this podcast. Thank you. Bye-bye.